Alright guys, so today's busted out was inspired by something I saw yesterday, and I thought, you know what, I never really have seen these used in that way, the way they're supposed to be used. So I'll get to that in just a moment. It's basically the Spectrum Noir or Crafter's Companion Aqua markers. Now I'm going to show you this in just a minute. So busted out, of course, the intention is that you have these and you haven't used them, bring them out, because I know a lot of times we get these great products and we just kind of sit on them or don't know what to do with them or all those kind of things. But, you know, I will have some links in the description box. They will be affiliate links if you make any purchases through those links. That means I will make a small commission, so thank you guys so much. And the only reason I mention that is because, like, you know, sometimes people will want to know about this Arteza bag, or I had just not reviewed it, I just hauled it, and I told you guys I was going to put my Aqua markers in here, and look how pretty they are. And I still have room for more, and what's a bummer is I didn't realize, first of all, that I had so many. Oh my gosh, I have like every kit they have. And then at the end, I found another kit off to the side. I'm like, because I try to put them in color order. So these are colors of love or something like that. So there's greens and pinks. Only like for flowers, I guess, and things. And now I gotta, you know, move this around, and I was like, I was just done because I was already done going through the packs that I had to get them in order that I think they should go in. But so basically just try to put them in the order of like the rainbow and then back again, you know. But anyway, so then I looked it up because I was like, I know I've used these not that recently, but I don't remember when it was, and it was one of my very first busted outs was the Aqua markers. So I feel like this is a sham, but at the same time, well, it's not, because I need to bust them out. The last time I used them was in January, I guess, so whenever I made that video, I went to look. It was one of the very first videos, so I'm like, oh, I've been doing this for over half a year. It was kind of off and on at the beginning, but then it became, you know, every Wednesday thing. So anyway, and in those videos, or in that video, I had used them for backgrounds, which is basically how you see everybody use them, right? So let me close this back up just because, but you can leave this open. That's why this thing is, I love it. And I think this one on Arteza is only like 18 bucks. And then of course, you know, you have a discount code there. So again, those links will be in the description box. But I just really like this case. I like my pencil case. It just depends. People are asking me what I prefer, this hard case or like the softer pencil case. It just, I don't know. I have markers in those pencil cases. I have some in these guys. So I don't know. Whatever, I think whatever look you like is probably better for you to go with. So anyhow, so I want to show you something about these. So yesterday on HSN's craft day, oh, interesting. I guess I can sit up like this. I didn't think about that. Have them in front of me. Sarah had used them to actually color in a thing. And sometimes they do that, but they'll usually put the color off to the side and they pick up the color and then they put it onto the thing. But I'm like, well, why is it even a marker at that point? It might as well just be watercolor, you know, pans and things. So I'm going to use this paper because I love this Arteza watercolor pad paper. And again, the links will be in the description box. And what I always do with this is, like, I like to mess around and try different things. So if it's whatever it is. So this is the smooth side here. I think I used this last time whenever I did some other Arteza thing. Anyhow, and there's lots of fun things in here. Color samples, little pictures, little things I want to draw. Okay. And I hadn't really seen them do that. So I was like, I remember the last time I tried to do that, they weren't moving around. So let me just grab a color. I don't know. Let's do this hot pink. And so with these markers, and hopefully you have them, like I said, so you can bust them out. They have a little tiny nib. Let me get a little bit closer. They have a little tiny nib. I'm kind of wasting paper there, but so it's very fine. And then they have like a brush nib, which I always love a brush nib in any kind of marker, and if you hear it, it sounds like a marker. And then you can come in with a watercolor brush and actually move it out, and it works really well. But the first time I ever tried to do this, I was using, I think, Crafter's Companion paper, or maybe just regular, you know, stamping paper, and it was not moving or as well. So you definitely want to use the right kind of paper. Look how much movement that is, right? And then recently, I think, was it Tony? Were you the one? No, Kathy, Carol, who was it? Well, I guess probably a few different people asked me to do a masculine card, and I'm like, I told that's like the kiss of death, because that's one thing that's really hard for me to do. So I was like, well, you know what, I'll do this, and then we'll do like a masculine type subject or card, you know. And so then I started looking through my images, because I was like, oh, I know I have a cool alphabet from Elizabeth Crafts. That's kind of like cool. Maybe just do a statement, you know, like a nice thing. But I want to actually color something in. So then I was looking through my stuff and I remember I saw this that I hadn't gotten not too long ago through Craft Stash, the Wallace and Gromit craft mag, which is so cute. Oh my gosh. So then I was looking through this and they have a whole Father's Day special, but these are really tiny stamps. Well, not really tiny, but they're like the images are so detailed. And I was like, you know what, maybe this is a good thing to try out. And then it came with all kinds of other stamps, backgrounds, and then toppers. And I was looking through the magazine and they have some really cute ideas. So I'm thinking, I'm torn between like this one and this one, because this one doesn't have much color going on. But I would like to do that, but you know, we want more color. So I think I'm going to do like this guy and do something similar to what they have here. Anytime my husband has thought any card that he sees sitting here is cool, it was usually because it has dimension, it's a shaker, or like those explosion cards, and he's like, oh, that looks really cool. And he always loves that kind of thing. So I don't know, but it seems like guys always like that kind of kinetic looking thing. I don't know what I'll end up doing, but I do want to do maybe this little image. So that's what I'm going to stamp. I think the last time I looked, this was already sold out though, but if, they might have other ones or whatever. Let's see here. So cute. I like the way they have the little color in the background. So that's why I was like, what does he normally wear? I thought he wore green, yeah, and brown. So that way we can do some few different colors. I don't know about the skin tone color or like, I don't know. We'll see what happens. Trying to see something here. Anyway, all right, let's stamp this guy out, and I'm gonna stamp him maybe in this corner, and I like to use the side that's smooth. There's a smooth side on cold pressed paper, or at least they're cold pressed paper, and more of a watercolor kind of side, and I want to use I'm gonna have to stamp this and see if that works. I want to use the smooth side, and I'm going to use a waterproof ink. I'm going to go ahead and use VersaFine. I usually use Crafter's Companion Finesse, also waterproof ink. You can use whatever it is that you need. Oh, so pretty. Oh, and I just ordered some tonic inks. So I want to try them. They're hybrid inks that you can use with water and with alcohol inks. So that's always cool. Something I want to try out. And I'm just going to stamp this somewhere down here. I don't really know. Oh, I hope I didn't move that. If I moved it, I'm going to have to stamp it again. Aww. Okay, so with VersaFine, you want to let this dry completely. So I'm going to let that dry real well, and I'll be back. Okay. So the pen that I have water in might be a little bit too thick. See how big it is for this. And I should probably get a smaller one, but I don't know that I feel like filling a smaller one right now. This one's a little bit finer. I'll use this one. This is a Vicky Button set. It's basically the same as Arteza sells, but Arteza sells them in red. And this is the Arteza Premium set. So I started picking out colors. I don't really know exactly what I'm going to do here. Oh, you know what? Maybe a skin tone too. Maybe this one. I'm trying it on a piece of paper that's not white, which is probably not the smartest thing, but oh, that's good, I think. Okay, so this is so tiny. Oh, but that's what's good about this thing, is that it is small on the nib side. So like, let's say I'm gonna do the red tie. Now I'm doing kind of like you would with watercolor. I'm putting it just a little bit here and there, and then I'm gonna come in and pull that down, so that way the shading is already there, because I started in the area where I would think it would be darkest, like in this crease here where the tie knots, and then brought it down. Now if you want to add more, of course add more. I'm gonna wipe that off. Let's do something that's a little bit larger, like, okay, so that was Flame Red, and I'm gonna use Moss for his little vest. And again, we can use the little fine side. Yeah. Or I can use this side here. And I'm going to start with the darkest color on the edges here. Bring it down. I'll do this section just because I don't know how quickly this dries and if it affects how well you can pull the color out. So cute. I need a little more color though. Maybe a little bit more around his hand here. So I'm trying to keep it watercolor looking, because if I can come in and just color it like, you know, just color it in with a marker, then, you know, what's the point? It's basically a water-based marker at that point, which I guess you could use it that way. So I'm trying to keep it with a watercolor feel, okay? So that was Fern, and then the dark brown I want to use Bark. That's funny. All right, I'm gonna use this side here. Oh, this isn't as dark brown as I thought it would be, so I'm gonna really lay that down. Get that off. I'm kind of remembering what I do normally, like with the art impressions things, and kind of letting that help me out. So I'm starting from that darker and then pulling it towards where there isn't color. That's actually kind of cute. Maybe I'll go a little bit darker, like down this area, and pull it up. That's so cute. Oh my gosh. Okay, and then I have black, which is interesting because a lot of times we don't have black. So that was kind of cool that there's actual black in here. And I know I covered up the whole little light. It was a little light hole, basically, like the shininess. Does that look black enough? I think so. Maybe I'll use the small side. And a little more. Oopsie. Okay, and then the bottom of his shoes also, I guess, should be black, so I'm just going to come in. Just adding a little more. Trying to keep the image so you can kind of see that. That's what's hard about black. You don't want to just fill it in completely. And, okay. Let's do the skin, which is kind of scary for me. I'll wipe the black off the here. Okay. I'm going to start at the tip of the fingers and see kind of what this looks like. I don't really know. Yeah, let's pull that down in here. That's a good little color. And then his face. Let's see if his tongue's showing. I guess it doesn't matter. Okay. So I'm going to start up here with the darkest. Is that enough color? There, I'm just adding a suggestion of color on that. And then his shirt is white. And it's kind of creamy, so I'm like, maybe... Let's see if I have something... I would say even that color I just used on his skin might be good, but this is called Flint. It's a little bit light. Oh, this one's probably good. Okay, so again, just like I do with anything that's supposed to just be kind of white, I add a little bit of color just to give a suggestion of color, and I'm using this a little bit creamy color, and then I'll just kind of blend that out. Hopefully that kind of gives you a suggestion of some color on there. And I'll use a little nib. This is so tiny. The image is so little. And then Grommet is pretty much this kind of beigey color. Let me see. Yeah, he would be good with this, and then maybe the brown ears with some more brown. So let me look at that. So we'll use Flint, and then his ears are like kind of a true brown, pretty. Let me see if I have something like that. To be honest, I thought this one, Bark, was going to be really brown, but as you can see, it's more like a gray brown. This one dark enough? Nope, not dark enough. Let's try bramble. No, chocolate. Let's see what chocolate looks like. Okay, I guess we'll use chocolate even though it's a little bit too dark. Okay, so basically his whole little body I'm just going to color in again, put a lot of color here, and then blend it out. Oh, his tail is dark brown. We'll come back in a minute. So you can see I'm just doing that and then pulling some color down. Are my kids up already? It is early. I hear movement. Hope you guys are all doing well. There's so much crazy weather out there. This is so cute. Okay, hold on. So there's that. Put this here. And then I'll use the chocolate for his ears and his little tail. Hold on. I'm gonna do that. Again, I don't really want to just color the whole thing in, but you can use these however you like, obviously. I might have to add more because it lightens up quite a bit. Oh yeah, I hear the kids. Oh, yay. I was like, I'm going to do 2 videos this morning. I barely even got this one done. Or barely getting it done. Actually, that's nice. For if I'm going to do watercolor, I guess that's good. And then let me do his little toes a little better because it looks like he needs some extra color on these little toesies. Okay, and then he's holding like a little tie in his hand, and in the picture they colored it blue, so I'll just color it. No, actually it's dark brown too. I'll still go with blue just to have a little bit different color on here. Okay. So I'm going to put the color again at the very top, and then I'll let the watercolor pull it down. Water brush, should I say. Hopefully that's enough. And then there's some little buckle there that maybe I could just color gray. I have charcoal here. I just colored that in. Okay. And then all around them, I always like to add a little something. Maybe we'll go with some blue. Like a light blue. Is this one too bright? This is aquamarine. Let's see. Oh, it's very bright, but hopefully I can just kind of get some in here and not have to. We'll see, I guess, moment of truth here, how well these kind of blend out. And I'm not really pushing a lot of water. I'm just kind of letting the water flow out of the pen. That's pretty good. Because otherwise you would see the complete streaks of where I put this color down, so not bad. Again, I've tried this before and it didn't work so well, so it's, in my opinion, it's the paper, but this is one of my favorite papers, so. Add a little bit more color in here. Okay. Cute. And then if you want to add like shadows under them, you know, I would probably take the charcoal and do that just to give them some shadow. Okay. All right, I'm gonna let that dry for a second, and then we're gonna put together some kind of card. Okay, just to get started, I'm gonna rough cut this out, and then I'm going to make sure it's nice before we mat it up. Again, you can use your dies or however you want to cut this out, but for now, I'm gonna cut it. I'm gonna cut it a little bit further than what I think I need to do, and then I'm gonna use my guillotine to straighten that out. Okay, because obviously it's a little bit crazy here. And oopsie. So whenever I do something like this, I know these two sides are perfectly straight because that's you know, the corner of the thing. And these are obviously wonky. So if I'm going to cut to measure, you know, to do this right, I'm going to cut on the sides that I know are straight. So like this one here, and that's about 3-inch square, or 3 inches this way. So I think that'll be nice. And now that that's straight, I can cut this side off and see. Oh yeah, so let's do a 3-inch, a little bit over 3-inch square. Okay, so that's gonna be my little kind of base. And then what I'm gonna do is cut some mats. And I think what I wanna do is something like this one, but I'm gonna put a different sentiment. Actually, I mean, this one's cute too. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, you know what? Maybe we will do like this one, but with squares. And I'll be right back though. Okay, I have a few things cut here. So this guy's still a little bit wet. I have him, so he's 3-inch square. I'm gonna mat him on a 3 1/8 inch red piece. If you don't want to do eighths, do a quarter, but it's just gonna be a little bit larger all around. And then off on top of a 3 1/4. Okay, and you can see the watercolor paper isn't as white as white paper. I'm gonna use these guys really quickly. Oh, I knew I was coming to the end of that. Okay. So that's done. I have plenty of refills. So I'm going to mat that on there. Again, if you're not good at matting, make sure you use a wet glue that you're going to be able to manipulate a little bit at least to get it going. And I'm going to use this guy. Now, this is not the wet glue that you're going to manipulate because it sticks pretty fast. So if you're using your Nuvo Deluxe adhesive, just know it sticks really quickly. And I'm just going to mat that over that piece of white here. You still have a little bit of time, but it sticks pretty quick, okay? Like already I'm having a harder time moving it. Okay, so there's that guy. And let me put some weight on it just to keep it down. Where is there a weight? This. Okay, with this guy, we're going to play with this just a little bit real quick. I'm going to take that same image. And I'm just looking at what they did on this other one. They used the same image. Really cute. They use all the same colors, like the blue. I don't know that I have a blue this color. Let me look for a blue this shade, and I'll be right back. Parakeet. It's close. It's not quite exactly the same, but that's okay. And we're going to take this little guy, and I wish I would use a different stamper, but actually, where does he fit? Does he fit on this one? No. Yeah, I'll just use this, but... And we're just going to stamp him all over the place. So I need a little scrap paper, which I found yesterday, some scrap paper, and I told myself I should use it, but oh well. I'll bring this out. And we're just going to stamp him all over, okay? So... It doesn't have to be perfect. It's actually what we're looking for. It is to be super wonky, okay? So cute. Something like that. And then in this little image, actually, I'm just kind of using both of these, like mixing that one with this one. They have also the genuine W&G little plaque, so I thought that's kind of cute. So I will take that. And I use quick dry ink and parakeet, if I didn't mention that. So I'm gonna get this, and I was gonna say I should have a brown here. So we have Friar Brown. I know that one's nice and dark, so I use Friar Brown. That's so cute. Oh my gosh, you guys. Something like that. We're gonna put that thing in kind of in the center here anyway. Maybe off here some. Yeah, that's probably good enough. Okay. All right, let me clean this area up and then we'll get our card together. Okay, let's bring this over. This is cut at, it's already cut down, but you know, you can, it's 4 by 5 1/4. And this one is just, again, 1/8 of an inch bigger. So it's 4 and 1/8 by 5 3/8. And I'll put that glue on there. And I just realized I haven't cut my other. That's so cute. Okay, hold that down with this. It's a big close to my heart block I got a long time ago. I didn't cut a card base, and I don't know if I should. I'll do it in white. I was going to do it in the craft, but that's too much craft. So let me get some white paper cut down to our standard A2 size, and I'll be right back. So I just got a standard A2 size card, 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4, and just folded right down on that score line. Again, for a man card, I would probably do an explosion, something fun on the inside, or I don't know. But for now, I was really just focusing on the coloring. But I hope that's masculine enough. I know we have to do something more fun, but for now, that's what I had done. And I'm going to put this down right here. Do some twine, add some other fun stuff, however you like. Twine's always good, I think, for a manly card. And I'm going to put that down here. So pretty. Or cute, should I say. It's more cute than it is pretty. Okay, and then this little guy. Don't forget about our little guy here. I'm going to put some dimensional adhesives on the back of it. And I'll probably just cut some pieces off of here because I have... And then we need to do a little sentiment, and they have a grand day on there. I like Kraken, so maybe I'll put have a Kraken day, or they have happy birthday. I don't know. Maybe we'll just do happy birthday. I think that's probably good enough, but if you want to put some more on the sides. Oh, I already took that one off. Alright. Alright, let's put this here. Aww. So cute. Actually, I don't even want to put a sentiment. I feel like it's going to take up a lot of room. But that's really cute. We do need a little something though, right? I really don't want to do a sentiment. I don't want to cover up too much more, because I have all this cute stuff down here. I guess we'll do happy birthday. I'm just going to stamp this in red, just to bring more of that red out maybe, on a white piece of paper. I'll be right back. No, you know what? Actually, I'll do it in blue. Okay, I'll be right back. Wishy-washy on this one. I have a piece of white scrap paper. I have the parakeet here. Oh, I should put the lid on this until I'm ready for it. And okay, we're going to have a Kraken day, because I thought, happy birthday, and then the dog's running away. Maybe that's not the funnest thing. So let's just do that one. It's just a cute card. Okay. We have day. I have Kraken. These are obviously different fonts. I'm not really trying to keep them like on the same level, but at least close enough so that they kind of look okay. And then have A is already stuck together. Let me think. Oh, that's what happened. I was like, this doesn't look right. Okay, turn it over. And I'm just eyeballing this, as you can see. I'm going to pick that up. I'm going to stamp it in parakeet. See how that looks? And if it doesn't look right, we'll stamp it again. Ooh, it's so watery. Let's do that again. That one's a little bit better. I don't know if you see that. It looked really kind of like, I don't know, weird. Okay, I'm going to trim this down and see if I have red paper that I can put around it. Or you can always chop up the letters like I like to do. That always looks cute. A little more artsy, a little more fun. Let me see if I have the same red that I used in the background there. I had a scrap of it somewhere here. Let me look for that and I'll be... Oh, here. Is it big enough? Oh my gosh, look at this. A little scrap of paper. That's cute. Okay. That works. So I'm just going to put some glue on this. You know what? Yeah, it's fine. I might put the words closer next time. And again, just a little something around the edges. Let this dry and I will be right back. Okay, I was trying to clean up, but then I just moved on. So I did use the same thickness of the glue dot that was down here because I figured, okay, it'll be the same, but you know, it's a little bit higher, you know what I'm saying? Because the way I want to angle it. So what I'm going to do is take a little bit of 3D glue gel to help complete that. So make sure you take the back off of this. Actually, you don't have to. I guess you could leave it. Well, I would take the back off. See if I have anything left in this thing. Oh, I got to move it around. I will be right back. Okay, I'm getting a little bit here. So I want to get some of that and just add a little bit of goopiness to this. And since I'm already here and I'm probably going to throw this away next, I'm just going to get a little bit more for this tip that's going to be kind of on here. And I'm just going to put this right here. And that is it. So hopefully that's kind of a masculine card. It was fun. I really had a good time with these watercolor aqua markers. I was impressed because, like I said, I've never really colored with them because it seems like Sarah and them, they don't even color with them themselves. They use them for backgrounds and things like that. So really nice, really well pigmented, I think. That was another thing. It didn't take a lot to get the color going. So really cute. So if you have them, guys, bust them out. I encourage that completely. And if not, I will have some links in the description box for other items, including those. But again, the point is for you to bring out the ones you got. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you at the next one. Bye now.